Hey guys out there in YouTube land, it's your VHS collector Kyle here with another Muppet review. I wanted to give thanks to all the people who have clicked on my videos and watched them, and then clicked on other things that they've gotten interested in other than me. I wanted to thank you, so thank you very much. If you have missed the first two episodes of the Muppets, click on over to abc.com and give them a look. Try your best to be home on time whenever it's on the air so you can watch it. What was that? Oh, that. Or you could just set your DVR. Sorry about that. Alright, before I start the episode review, I just want to let you know there might be a little bit of spoilers in here, so just in case if you haven't watched this episode, you better go watch it. Stop this video right now and come back and watch it then. Alright, this episode, which is called Bear Left, Then Bear Right, is about Kermit, pretty much Fozzie wanting to talk to Kermit about a sketch that he's going to be writing on the Late Night with Miss Piggy. And Kermit tries to avoid him because he's already read the script and it just doesn't seem really good. He thinks that he doesn't want to hurt Fozzie's feelings, so he tries to hide from him, but Fozzie ends up finding him. They end up talking about it, and Kermit ends up telling Fozzie that that he shouldn't make this into a sketch, that it should be a movie. He should make it into a big movie and everything, and it shouldn't be, it's no good for just a little sketch. That night, the next night, Fozzie ends up telling Kermit or telling pretty much everybody on the show that he's leaving the show to write a movie because of his best friend Kermit telling him to. That's the first half of the story. The second half is of Miss Piggy having a little bit of trouble with Christina Applegate. She was her one of her guests on her show, and she ends up showing a clip which embarrasses Miss Piggy. So Miss Piggy wants to get back at Christina Applegate by trying to find videos of her, and she can't, so she hires Scooter to try to find something, and they try to go film her to try to, but it's pretty funny. The third part of the story is Gonzo having an online dating profile, and he uses Liam Hemsworth's picture for his profile pic, and Pepe and Rizzo try to help him out. They end up going and talking to Liam Hemsworth, asking him if he'll help out and tell this girl that Gonzo's been talking to a lot to tell her that it's not really him, it's her, it's this guy over here, and all this. It's pretty funny whenever you get a chance to watch it. Liam Hemsworth ends up taking off with Gonzo date and everything, so poor Gonzo gets left with nothing. I feel sorry for Gonzo. Here are my top 6 lines and gestures that the characters are making that made me laugh in the episode. Number 1, this takes place in the cold opening. It's pretty much Christina Applegate has embarrassed Miss Piggy, and so Piggy, she says that, "Oh, I got a surprise for you," and Kermit's like, "Oh, Piggy hates surprises," and Gonzo says, "Oh, hey, I let her, I let Christina Applegate do it," and he said, I went over your head," and Kermit's like, "I'm your boss," and Gonzo's like, "Oh, I went behind your back then." Well, Christina Applegate shows the clip and everything, which kind of everybody laughs, and it's what Gonzo says to Kermit. He goes, "I made the right call. You would have never approved of this." And it's Kermit just gives him that face and everything, but I thought that was pretty funny. Number 2, this is pretty much after the Late Night with Miss Piggy ends and Christina Applegate is about to leaving, and Swedish Chef runs her down to say, hey, I want your autograph, and She goes, oh, okay. And she goes, who am I making this up for? And he goes, Megan. But he's not pointing. He just says Megan. And she goes, oh, Megan, is that your wife or your daughter's name? And he goes, me, Megan, 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 Megan. And she goes, oh. And she goes, you go, girl. You live your life. And it's pretty much what the Swedish Chef does. He does the whole snap and everything like one of those women would do, which pretty much just sold the whole line, and that's whatever made it funny. Just the whole, he goes, okie dokie, and he does his little snap. I thought it was pretty funny. Number 3, this takes place pretty much like the next night. And you see Fozzie at his podium, and he's looking over at Kermit, and Kermit looks over at him. Well, Fozzie starts to say, "You're the man," and Kermit's like, "No, you're the man," and they keep going back and forth, and everything. And finally, Kermit just goes, you, with his finger pistols, and keeps doing it, and it's. The reaction from Fozzie is like he's getting shot and everything, from Kermit, and it's just, that whole part just made me laugh. I mean, I understand it was just one word saying you, but it was just the reaction from Fozzie that made me laugh about that one. I mean, I thought that was pretty funny. Number 4, this takes place as Kermit's getting in contact with Fozzie, and he finally tells Fozzie, the truth, and Fozzie gets hurt. Excuse me. And so he's trying to hang up on Kermit, and he can't, and Kermit's still, he's like, bye. And he's like, still here. And he, keeps doing that, which I thought was kind of funny. So he tells Kermit, he goes, I can't hang up whenever I'm in my map app and everything. And so Kermit's telling him over the phone how to hang up the phone, and Fozzie's repeating everything that Kermit's telling him to do. So he says, home button, phone icon, red button. And now we're in Angry Birds. I thought that was pretty funny. It's like he could, and then later on in the, excuse me again, in the clip we find out he still hasn't been able to hang up. You see Kermit sitting at his desk, and he tells the audience that he's like, it's 30 minutes, still been 30 minutes. So you hear Fozzie over the phone and everything because he still hasn't been able to hang up the phone. I thought that was pretty funny. Number 5, this takes place at the bar where Liam Hemsworth, Gonzo, Rizzo, and Pepe are pretty much trying to explain to Liam Hemsworth about Gonzo's girlfriend. Asking him if he'll be able to play along and switch over to whenever Gonzo's girlfriend comes in, and they're all talking, and Gonzo's like, oh, I can't do anything, or I mean I can do other things or whatever, or and Pepe ends up saying what else, Netflix, and that's when Rizzo ends up saying. He goes, oh, you're probably an awkward kid, and you probably grew into your looks. And Liam Hemsworth says, which this is the line, which I thought was pretty funny. He says, no, I've been gorgeous ever since birth. I have stroked out at very high levels, but that's about it, and I thought that was pretty funny on his part. So, Liam Hemsworth, I give you credit for bringing the line in and everything, so I thought that was kind of funny. Alright, number 6. This is pretty much after Fozzie's been hit with the tranquilizer dart, and Kermit's helping him out to the car, and Fozzie asks Kermit, have you ever been shot with the tranquilizer dart? And Kermit says, no, but I did lick my third cousin and the walls started melting. So I thought that was pretty funny how they pretty much enter or put that line in there, to help out with Fozzie having to be drugged up on the tranquilizer and everything, and the way that Kermit was whenever he licked his cousin. So thought that was pretty funny. Alright guys, it's time for the full body shots, as in the full body shots of the puppet characters in this episode. In this one, we get to see Fozzie as he's out in the woods, and he's trying to jump up and grab some food that some campers have hung in a tree, which they've always said to do that with your food so bears can't get to it. And just, the amazing shot that they use and everything of Fozzie jumping up in his full body. Next shot is pretty much of after he's gotten hit with the dart, with the tranquilizer dart, and he's laying down on a cot in a ranger's station and everything. Kermit's with him, and you get to see pretty much his whole body laying down. And then pretty much both of them sitting on the edge of the cot, Kermit and Fozzie, you're getting to see pretty much their full body there. That was pretty cool. I mean, anytime that, you see pretty much their legs, pretty much, even though they are sitting, I understand you're not seeing a full body like you did with Fozzie. There was a shot also, or another part where Kermit's talking to the camera and he's leaning back in his chair and you see his feet and his legs, which, I really wouldn't call that a full body shot, but it was, I still like to see the legs and stuff and the feet. There was also a shot with Miss Piggy, even though you really couldn't see her feet, you could barely see them. I really wouldn't count that as a full body shot, just like I wouldn't have, Kermit sitting, sitting and just seeing his legs and stuff, but you can hardly ever see Miss Piggy's bare feet, or pretty much her body, just due to her wardrobe that she always wears. Alright, that ends another full body shot. My final thoughts, the episode was okay. It had its moments. It wasn't all that great. I did enjoy the first two episodes. This one was, but like I said, they're still trying to find their footing in the show and in the writing and stuff. And so I thought all three of the celebrities were okay. Yes. What's his name? Nick Overman. He was okay, but I thought they threw him in there at the last point. I don't know. To me, it just makes sense. And I know it wasn't his fault, or, it was just that I think that the writing wasn't all that great with him. Christina Applegate I thought was pretty funny. Liam Hemsworth and all that, stealing poor Gonzo's girlfriend. But I did enjoy getting to see Chip, who is now an IT guy. I thought that was kind of cool to get to see him in the show. He got a little bit more airtime, There were some other thoughts, like where's Camilla? Where's Walter? We pretty much hadn't seen Walter, and not even in the first two episodes yet, so. So I'm hoping that they'll bring those in, those characters in later or something, hopefully, down the line. That's pretty much my final thoughts of the episode. Well, that's it for another Muppet review. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you've already watched the episode whenever you've watched this, so other than having any, don't want to give anything away in this video, so. Well, thanks for liking if you like, thanks for subscribing if you subscribed, thanks for watching if you watched. If you haven't clicked that like button or clicked my subscribe button, do it now, please. Leave me some comments in below, let me know whatever you liked about the episode, what you didn't like about the episode. What characters you thought were in this episode that you thought were pretty funny, or weren't pretty funny, any of the celebrities as well. Well, till next time, YouTubers, this is your VHS Collector Kyle. Frogs, bears, chickens and things, boys and girls, women and men from all over the world. It's me. Sayonara.